is Tuesday, October 12th, 2021. This is Jason in southwest Oklahoma, approaching a newly developed cell near Gould, Oklahoma, which is quickly traveling northeast. It is Tuesday, October 12th, 2021. This is Jason in southwest Oklahoma.
Welcome to Oklahoma.
Thanks. This is one low precipitation storm near Gould, Oklahoma, to my northwest. It'll be the first storm to watch today. It's struggling with some mid-level capping. Okay, so there was a cold front a couple days ago, as y'all know. The environment is still trying to recover from the cooler air rushing in. The warm, moist air is returned overnight, and it's trying to erode the cap. This little cell, by no means is it going bonkers, but
in a half mile, turn right.
No, I don't want to do that. Tops are starting to slowly creep back up on that cell north of Gold. That area is just really trying to work at the cap. Working. It's not fizzling away. It's just, it's not going all out right now. Thanks for joining, everybody. Yes, there's a moderate risk tonight, particularly for strong tornadoes in northwest Oklahoma, northeast Texas Panhandle, eastern Texas, the eastern Oklahoma Panhandle, southwest Kansas, so guy is starting to get a little better vertically developed. Don't expect it to really troop on though. We'll see. The amount of air parcels it's putting into the cap, it might be able to erode the cap. Hasn't appeared to have happened yet. me know that y'all can hear me just fine. I'm trying out a new microphone, and there is some noise suppression on anything that's kind of background fuzzy noise. Just comment if y'all can hear me just fine, if audio sounds good. Had some less than ideal audio with just the computer microphone, which when it's on someone's lap and the car's going down the road, it just kind of gets fuzzy and clicky. Alright, thank you. Appreciate that, Dream Boy. I've got some positive confirmation. I like that. Hopefully there's no feedback. Nothing like that. Thank you, Elite TV. And Unknown Texan, thank you. Yeah, there's going to be maybe a 5 to 10 second delay in the stream. It's not instantaneously broadcasted. It takes a moment. This little storm north of Gold, it's not doing a whole lot yet, if at all. Maybe a small hail core detected. By no means done yet. It's working that cap. Doesn't look like a whole lot on radar. Possibly some small hail in the core of it. It's still chugging along. It's just trying to survive against the mid-level capping. But it should prove to erode just a little more and more over time. It still doesn't look like a whole lot on radar. This thing's truly going to make me chase it because it's going probably at 45 to 55 miles per hour. I do have to go through Altus now, so might actually lose some footing on it for a little bit. But it is what it is. Yay, green light. Another nice Peleus cap on top of this storm updraft, which means it's trying to really punch into the cap again. Might be able to zoom in a little bit on that. It's hard to detect the features from here. We'll get rid of radar for now. I also wish I could draw on this thing. I probably can draw on the stream, but Haven't figured that one out yet. And today's not going to be the day I try to figure it out. Alright, now it's behind a building, but storm updraft is just behind this building, about 35 miles away, moving northeast. I'm moving north, and I stalled my engine. I don't know how that happened. Locals looking at my car like, what's going on here? Just about halfway through Altus. It's a little bit of a slow down with some of these lights. It's gonna be a long chase, long stream tonight. Easily past midnight, just like Sunday was. So, yeah, we're ready for it. Thank you to the 170 folks that have joined. Action hasn't started quite yet. Just trying to deal with this one storm north of Gould, Oklahoma. Still being suppressed by low-level cap, warm air there. It's not over. The breadth of the severe risk tonight and the tornado risk tonight probably be after 8 or 9 p.m. And for those that didn't catch it earlier, it's mentioning moderate risk located in the northeast Texas Panhandle, eastern Oklahoma Panhandle, southwest Kansas, and other parts of northwest Oklahoma, like Woodward. We should have a second live stream available from Woodward in a short while. They're kind of waiting for a storm to pop up there. That's the other team, made up of Steven and Alex. I believe their colleague Aaron Rigsby too is with them, last I heard. So that group will be on the northwest part of Oklahoma, while I'm down here in southwest part of Oklahoma, and just kind of spreading ourselves out, much like Ida. We had 2 teams, 2 streams. So watch out for a second stream to pop up later on this afternoon, once they start getting some convective initiation or attempts at it. Do like the way this updraft is starting to appear. Maybe it's not going to be fizzled out by the cap. Could go on to actually break the cap. There's some rotation in the mid-levels on it already, just as basically a low precipitation storm with quite a bit of inhibition from that cap. But now we're actually starting to look a little better. This convective tower is starting to get higher, a little crispier. This is southwest Oklahoma. It's even got just a small little hook feature looking west of Mangum. Guys, so I'll be in Mangum here in several minutes. This thing is flying, so I'm gonna have to chase it. Just went through Altus, Oklahoma. I appreciate everybody that joined in. I know most of you are probably joined in on Sunday, We had a cyclic tornadic supercell north of Lawton. It was very HP, very hard to see anything, rain-wrapped stuff. So we went on and just kind of chased a line of storms for 4 or 5 hours. Something tells me tonight's going to be a little more interesting. So we don't have the same type of cold air rushing in from the northwest. Yeah, it's not ideal that these storms are at night. No one likes that. Not even chasers. Be much more ideal for everybody if they were during the day. You could see what's going on. Of course, we are normally diurnal creatures. We sleep at night. So when bad stuff happens while we're in bed, there's more of a risk of people not knowing. That's why you should always have at least 2 forms of alerts and warnings for severe weather. Phone is normally, by default, one of those sources of warnings and alerts. You get those warnings all the time about amber alerts, unfortunately. If you do have a tornado in your area, you should do the same thing for a tornado warning. You'd always want to have a secondary source of warnings, something that will automatically go off while you're in a deep sleep. And of course, you might get a false alarm, but it's better than no alarm. That's going to be a weather radio, which with batteries and plugged in with the AC adapter, it should never fail as long as it's programmed to the correct county. Tonight is a good night to make sure that weather radio is working, programmed correctly to the correct county. You should be able to test it. You should be able to hear the little weather synopsis that goes on. Make sure your weather radios are working tonight. If you live in much of western Oklahoma, southwest Kansas, northwest Kansas, really should just say the western halves of Oklahoma and Kansas. Possibly parts of far northwest Texas, the northeast Texas panhandle as well. You're not out of the woods. Thank you, Harold. I appreciate the donation, Harold. Very kind of you. This storm is kind of pulsing, trying to decide what it wants to do. I'm still not really anticipating it doing much.
Continue on US 283 north for 8 miles.
Okay. Thank you for moderating, Violet. I appreciate that. Look back at radar. This little thing, despite it just not really going bonkers by any means, it's kind of looking cute, so to speak. Throw that back up here. It does seem that a bit of a hook is taking shape, and very shallow hook, like it's trying to pull an inflow. I'll switch it over to velocity here in a moment. Let's check our side cam. Side cam should have a decent view of what's going on. So we also have another little tower just south of our storm of interest that is blocking the sun now, but what we are interested in is that clump of clouds on the right side of the screen, which I'll probably be intercepting north of Mangum to Sayre. This is right where that storm blew up on Sunday. That was a big deal for Roosevelt, Oklahoma, over to ultimately Norman. Today, I feel like I'm here, and it is what it is. This storm in southwest Oklahoma is trying to develop, so it's not the show, honestly. Wow, okay, beautiful. I like the sky to the west of me. Cool. That refraction in the clouds making a rainbow kind of appearance. That's so cool. Starting to take on more of a anvil on this storm. I think it kind of back built a bit, so it has some potential to get going in southwest Oklahoma. Okay, I believe we're going to be turning toward the storm now. Oh man, it is hazy. That moisture is pooling. Tell how hazy it is. I think that moisture is really starting to pool right here in the area. It got pretty dang hazy. So when there's more moisture quality in the air, kind of makes things, harder to see clearly. I think that's what's going on right now. Gonna be coming in on Mangum right, 10 minutes. Storm tops are continuing to rise, which may mean this thing could become a supercell. Hate to call it a supercell yet. You just barely see the southern side of the updraft there. That heap of mashed potatoes look very crispy updraft. Still got a ways to go to truly take off as a supercell, but we may just barely be starting off now. So I just saw that John Boy and Jackie Ward sent a super chat. Thank you all. Yeah, my car is noisy. I'm sorry. It's I have new wheel bearings on one side, but I think the other side, the bearings aren't bad, but they might need to be.
In 3/4 of a mile, continue straight onto Oklahoma 6 North.
So I think one side of the front end has bearings that'll need to be attended to soon, probably fully replaced. Car drives smooth though.
Continue straight onto Oklahoma 6 North.
Okay. Good.
Continue on Oklahoma 6 North for 6 miles.
I think we're going to switch to side cam again. Yeah, it's currently 5:42 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time, October 12th, 2021. It is live. Kind of got this patch of clouds now masking the storm updraft. I don't know if this is kind of a boundary of moisture pulling, or it could be. This storm could pull it all north too. Huh. Interesting, because now it's going to get kind of cloudy. We're approaching this storm that is located just west of Mangum, and I'm just east of Mangum, looking west. See the storm. I need to chase it, get north and then west, and be in the best area. Side camera for the win. The tops are continuing to go up on this storm, slowly but surely. Maybe 30 minutes ago, the tops were at 40,000. Now they're at 50,000 feet. 50,000 feet. So this thing is definitely trying to win itself over the cap. Alright, there's a hail marker on this storm now, so this thing is starting to mean business. This is about the healthiest it's looked so far today. Turn back on that. Yeah, I'm going to stop it. We do actually have some hail. Very likely west of Mangum. On this cell, which is starting to take on more of a supercellular appearance as well. You know, got a bad drawing there, but hail and inflow area here with this storm. Still needs time do things. There will be tornado warnings later on this evening. Nothing right now. However, soon. Broke. Yeah, this thing could do something. Yeah, this thing is pretty much fully vertically developed now. Got a wall cloud and scud underneath, and it's latched on some sort of boundary. looking at it from east of Mangum.
Turn left onto Windle Street.
Windle. Okay, well, we're going to turn right towards that storm, so switch camera views. About a few minutes will be.
Continue on Windle Street for 3/4 of a mile.
Okay, so there's already a base with this thing, some lowering features, and it even appears to be on that boundary I briefly mentioned, which is a visual cue of a boundary.
In half a mile, turn left onto Oklahoma 9 West 1st Street.
Thanks. I just pushed live on Facebook because I've got a good storm and I'm about to be driving right to it.
Turn left onto Oklahoma 9 West 1st Street.
Yeah, don't mind if I do. I'm gonna turn back, turn that off. Gonna make our westerly turn toward...
Continue on Oklahoma 9 West for 7 miles. Head north on Windle Street towards 2nd Street.
Oh, give me a break. So the base of the storm is...
Head west on Oklahoma 9 West 1st Street toward Main Street.
Yeah, I am.
Continue on Oklahoma 9 West for 7 miles.
I am. Silly Billy. I should turn that down. Alright, so the cell looks to be pretty much fully vertically developed now. It has struggled along the cap. Oh my goodness. Look at that lowering. Already a lowering on the storm. And it's got this inflow band, almost like a boundary feature, streaming right into it. Now, for you weather weenies, that's pretty big. That's, I can see it moving straight into the storm. And it's going from left to right here. We got the lowering just ahead and to the left. So you folks that know a little bit about supercellular characteristics, when these things are latched on a boundary, it feeds them extra vorticity, extra spin. It's time to stream to Facebook a little sooner than I anticipated today. I'm gonna have to pass this guy for sure. Alright, got a lowering northwest of Mangum, Oklahoma. There was some scud feeding into it. Don't see any scud now. But just a slender bowl lowering. This thing has definitely overcome the cap. Now, it could still fizzle out, but the chances of that happening aren't really apparent now. Thanks for joining us on Facebook. Appreciate everybody that's been tuned in on YouTube for the last 30-40 minutes. Looking at the Mangum area. Alright, so we got scud again. Bit more of a lowering going on. Okay, that's very suspicious going on. Mangum, Oklahoma. This thing is just west of town Already a pretty stout cone-shaped funnel. Okay. Beautiful Supercell structure already. This thing is just like that, kind of formed into a cone shape. And I'm glad I just remembered to grab the GoPro. Okay. Gonna need side camera again. Turning north. This thing is looking quite ominous. I can see the motion from here. So give me some time to figure out the GoPro situation. Whew! That got me nervous. There was a definite lowering. Goodness gracious, look at this thing. Look at that. Streaming this thing. It's tornado imminent, guys. Tornado imminent. Catch up with you guys on YouTube here. A lot of comments scrolling. I can't check it out right now. Okay. Yeah, I'll just be chasing everything overnight. Oh wow, this GoPro is going to be pretty neat. Are you watching the stream? Okay, it's time to put the sunglasses away. That's when things get serious. So we still kind of have that cone appearance. However, it looks a little more disorganized than it did 5 minutes ago. I mean, I don't know. It still looks to have a cone-shaped lowering, so I'll take that road, I guess. About to take a walk in the woods. I am wondering if this thing is going to go into a little more stable air, but hopefully it kind of just drags along the unstable. Okay, now let's progress back forward, right for the storm.
Continue on E1350 road for 4 miles.
Don't mind if I do, sir. Have an occlusion back there. It's hard to tell from here. It appears we have an occlusion. Hey!
What's up?
Not much. How you doing?
Doing well, how are you?
Good. Beautiful structure, to say the least. For a storm that was kind of garbage for an hour. I'm not quite sure we have the surface flow that we need right here, but maybe in 30 more minutes, we'll see. At the very least, I've got really nice bell-shaped structure and an occlusion. It might cycle all over again here. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, if that storm can remain, give it about 30 minutes to an hour and it should be very happy.
Just kind of wait and see what this thing's gonna do. It has kind of a scud-shaped funnel. Or funnel-shaped scud, I should say. This is better than anything I've seen Sunday. Seeing this thing's gonna do. It's a huge fault region. Waiting now, slowly going. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. It could be a tornado forming soon. See the RFD crashing down there. Okay, still kind of a blocky wall cloud. There's also this area here. Oh, that area there's got some spin to it. Right there. Rising motion, at least. My car's in neutral and the inflow is pushing me down the road, so got some good inflow into this thing. Some curling. Got some curling. Hopefully the stream's not buffering. I'm having some data issues. Reconnection successful. I wanted to try to produce something and then no, it's a little less focused again, but there's some rising motion right here. Okay, that's pretty rapid rising motion. A lot of strange motion going on, so the RFD is so quiet. It's crazy. This thing could still produce a tornado soon. In fact, it may go tornado warn soon based on the wall cloud reports. Let's see what's going to happen here. I got that bowl lowering again. Bowl lowering. Almost cone shaped, but I need it. Oh, why am I here when I could be over there? Gotta keep my head basically looking straight up here, because if it decides to focus down, it might be tricky. Well, looks like it's kind of trying to figure things out again, but let's see. This thing has little to no lightning with it. It's time to get out and just look. Yeah, I'm not worried about being too close right now. This thing kind of looks like it elevated a bit again. High based. Okay, so I had a couple attempts at really getting surface based, and then it kind of failed. So still some motion here. Looking. Okay, I got another interesting area here that's starting to spin. If I pan a little bit there, there's also some scud. In fact, that scud has a little funnel in it. Back in the warm air. It's toasty. This is the one coming toward Elk City, yes. So it looks like this area is trying to establish definitely had some rotation.
Head east on East 1350 road.
No. Alright, so just a patch of scud underneath the occlusion. Doesn't seem to be anything to get concerned about at the moment. Saying it's just pulsing, so it looks like it's about to go bonkers, and then it kind of stops, and then it tries again, and then it stops, tries again, and then it stops. We are probably still battling that just shallow, low-level inversion. AKA the cap. Okay. It is tornado warned. Just saw that. I might be late to that announcement, but we are tornado warned, y'all. Got on a tornado warned storm today. Okay, there is a big occlusion. However, there's not really anything in the low levels that looks like it's getting ready to go bonkers. Okay, deep RFD cut. The whole base of this thing is looking relatively high. Tornado warning. I'm approaching Elk City, Oklahoma. Okay, y'all. The Supercell looks to be splitting. For the weather weenies that already know, I'm going to explain it. Splitting supercell normally happens early on in the life cycle when the spinning updraft, it has an anticyclonic and a cyclonic piece to it initially. Thank you. Well, eventually the anticyclonic and the cyclonic parts of the updraft break apart. And become a left and a right split. Right now, that's what we're looking at. Thank you, Mama of 6. We'll be careful. And thank you, Texas Girl. I appreciate it. Very cool. Thank you for your continued support, Mama of 6. It was like hopefully y'all can still hear me just fine.
On the north side of the storm, and it looks crisp. It looks nice from this angle. Looking at Jason's stream at the base of fucking.
Might get a little bit of hail here, but doubt it'll be anything substantial. That. I'm not gonna take that road. About to punch through a little hail core here, but we'll see what goes on. Probably nothing. Got small hail in Carter.
In a quarter mile, turn right. Turn right. Continue on Oklahoma 55 east for 6 miles.
Let me pull over and update my location. We'll call this Carter to Elk City. Okay, just a little bit of a hail core here in Carter. Nothing to really bat an eye about. I'm about to be sitting under the right split. It's got some better structure on it, but I don't know. Alright, I'm just north of the newest updraft. I'm looking right at the right split. It's starting to look interesting again. I'm thinking that's range folding, but nevertheless, very strong inflow now. Alright, this thing is still tornado warning. About to stop and get a view. It's pretty dark. Pretty dark right here. Right. So what's happening? What's happening is I'm going to stop. This thing's looking pretty suspicious. I'm gonna back into this guy's place. Just try to gauge what's going on here. looking at this lowering now. Tucked in just to my south. Okay, got another wall cloud. New wall cloud. Now it looks to be just slightly undercut, maybe. It's a very extended base here. Very big updraft region. Should be cycling now. That area looks to be rotating. Let me give you exact location. Yeah, I'm about 4 miles east of Carter, Oklahoma, and about 1 mile east of the Route 6, Route 55 junction. Watching a couple of areas of rotation this here. And then I do have this little spot overhead. Not exactly overhead. So what's going to happen? I do not know. I'm going to get out really briefly and check. What's going on? Becoming more apparent what updraft and where this thing's going to want to try to misbehave. According on radar, we're right inside the hook echo. If anything does happen to my left or right, got side view. There's some pretty chaotic RFD happening just overhead. This thing is pretty crazy. Right this way, we're looking straight up into the mezzo. Okay. Now the question is, Where's that mid-level rotation gonna come down to the surface, if at all? But can you just see that, everybody? Basically looking straight into the mezzo there. Okay, lots of rapidly rotating eddy.
Turn left.
Here it is. Here it is, here it is, here it is.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto E1230 road.
This is strong area of rotation. Just about within a mile,
Turn right
in
onto
front of me.
E1230 road.
Okay. Strong rotation right in front of me, y'all. Now, it's still a little messy. If you look, going right into this thing, okay? Basically just watching now to see if it lands up coming down. There's the nub funnel. Okay, there's definitely a funnel there. Relatively larger funnel, substantial funnel. And striations going all up into it. Gonna go over a couple miles. I'm gonna go east a couple miles. Okay, I'm gonna switch the camera view.
Continue on E1230 road for 1 mile. In a quarter mile, turn left.
Tell it to wait, please. I'm almost there. I want to experience this as a big, happy family.
Turn left. Continue on N2040 road for 3/4 of a mile.
I had my finger on the trigger ready to push a tornado report. However, I don't think... Oh, what is that? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I had my finger on the tornado report button. It was a nice funnel. Pretty substantial. There's still rotation in it. I think it's really just battling ideal surface conditions, but it's still trying. Hopefully y'all can hear me. There's been a couple funnel cloud reports on this. I don't know if the stream picked it up, but definitely saw that funnel cloud. Now that discernible funnel cloud is gone. This thing might be handing off based off of that immense lowering off to the northeast. But there's still a deep occlusion. I almost reported a tornado because it was just so close.
Turn left.
Should I? Yeah. No. Okay, probably gonna switch to side cam. Side cam north. Showing some motion. get a move on.
Continue on N2051 for 3 miles.
Alright, we have a new mezzo. Tornado possible in the next couple minutes. Okay, south of Canute and Foss, Oklahoma. Watching that area, it's intense. Dark. Okay.
Oklahoma 152 East. Continue on Oklahoma 152 East for 9 miles.
Stuck in a convoy of Oklahoma chasers. Yeah, there's a whole convoy following this thing. It's have a scud-shaped funnel thing. I can pick it up on the stream. Just on the left side of the screen. Probably nothing. We'll see. Big nasty hook echo now. About to lose visibility.
Left onto Oklahoma 44 North.
Inflow's going chaotic.
Head east on Oklahoma 44 north toward Oklahoma 44 south. Continue on Oklahoma 44
Getting
north
dark out.
10 miles.
Traffic. I got a decent view of everything that's going on now. In a tornadic context, there's a tornado warning. Not a confirmed tornado at this point. However, the conditions are still favorable for this storm to produce a tornado. Just got slapped by some RFD. Push in from left to right. Little twigs and tumbleweeds and such. And a conga line of storm chasers. Okay, solid RFD wind from left to right. Westerlies crossing through this area. I believe this is Burns Flat. Yep, Burns Flat. Solid RFD wind. Just about the notch. Alright, nice lightning. Okay, now we got southerlies to southeasterlies again. Just on the cusp. Watching overhead, watching overhead. Inflow region. It's too dark and rain wrapped to see anything. of extreme concern. I'm just gonna try to get ahead of it. Channels in there, freaking lights. Alright, we got a lightning show. Just about on I-40 in Foss, close to I-40. Woo! Hope y'all are seeing the crazy lightning show. Ah! Where's that? That's the question. Just small hail right now. I'm not inside the worst of it yet. Getting close to that. In fact, once I get to Foss, I'll be in it. Tornado warning has been canceled for the moment.
In half a mile, turn right onto the I-40 east ramp to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I mean, this storm means business. It's just pretty elevated, I think, right now.
Turn right onto the I-40 east ramp.
Looks like they got some hail here. People are stopped.
North onto I-40 East.
Okay, so hailstorm over I-40 near Foss. Blinding rain and lightning. And well below the speed limit travel. For semis.
Continue on I-40 East for 12 miles.
Pretty gnarly lightning and intensity in the core. This is I-40 now, between Foss and Clinton. All right, that was close. Just waiting for a big lightning strike. Man. Uh-oh. It sends a big lightning strike. I'm getting tingly. A little bit bigger hail now, hitting the window. Approaching Clinton, Oklahoma. Oh, good. It goes down to one lane. Oh, good. Perfect timing to go down to one lane. Alright, might just barely get some of the hail here on 40. Alright, here we go. I don't know if y'all can hear that hail. Oh, this one lane stuff, not good. About to get back into the inflow notch. Just a little bit of hail. Traffic is slowing down. Still slowing down. Lightning barrage is picking up. The storm is seemingly struggling just a tad. Give me some better hail than that, sir. Yeah, come on, give me some bigger hail. I'm asking for it. All right, let's check out this storm. Here at the next negative. I'm gonna take a peek at the updraft. Much, but stop and check it out.
East on Route 66 South.
No.
800 feet. Take the I-40 East ramp up.
Lightning is sketch. Cars parked under the bridgeway here. This lightning is sketch, guys. I shouldn't do that. I don't need you. I don't need you. Okay, so look at the updraft here right in front of us. The lightning is going haywire. So we're just going to listen to some lightning and thunder. Woo. Lots of flashing, y'all. This thing is very electrical, very talkative. Ah! Hopefully y'all can hear me all right.